Hello, I'm back again. I didn't bring up a lot of stuff during my initial kind of like warnings and things like that. And I felt really I didn't bring up enough, and I didn't really talk about a lot of things that really are important. And I think I made a few mistakes along the way when it comes to doing creator pages. I kind of knew at this, so I'm trying to put it together, trying to make it so that you guys will have the information that you need. And you will be able to understand what's going on the internet nowadays. A lot of people don't even understand what is going on. You got all these new dating sites popping up. They're a trip because they're models. They're people that have done porn online and all kinds of stuff going on, on multimedia accounts across the internet. And these dating sites are not dating sites. They're just entertainment sites. That's what I call them. Because pretty much what you have is you have a lot of entertainment, and that's about it. You have people that are just there to entertain someone else and maybe ask a bunch of questions. So let's get right to the whole thing, okay? Stuff that I have not brought up before that you need to know. So originally I told you that I was going to tell you about some of the stuff about Nigeria and Ghana and video footage that they have, which they use as technology with AIs behind it, okay? The danger here is that somehow they're getting on to these dating sites and verifying their photographs. And no one knows how they're doing it, They just are doing it. So they get on there and they have a 3D photograph or a picture of some AI created, generated photograph. And somehow it works for them so that they can get on and be verified to the app that they are real and genuine. These VPNs that they're using, which are masking their location, that's also working for them because they get on there and they get text now or text, well, I can't remember all the different free phone sites like Magic App and VoIP, There's a bunch of them. And so they're using this and they're getting United States numbers to fool people to make it seem like they live in the United States, and no, they do not. And somehow they have connections over here in Ghana and Nigeria where they can give somebody a Cash App account number, but it really doesn't belong to them. It belongs to the person that they're connected with. And they're sending the money over there to Ghana and Nigeria through what we call Bitcoin addresses. So they can drop money no matter what country they're in very quickly. And then, of course, they have access to that through some kind of wallet or something that they set up in their Bitcoin so they can, get the money out and then go spend it however they want. Now, I don't know how they're doing that exactly. I have no idea. But I do know that they are doing it. I got this information from their own mouth, so, it's just something that you have to know that this is a fact. What's interesting about all this is that they are getting away with a whole lot of stuff because of the fact that what I'm telling you, that technology that we're talking about through AIs and VPNs and other types of hiding and masking and locations and things like that. They can pretty much move in the United States through these apps and legitimize some of their photographs and things like that, and so that other apps will accept these verified photographs and the use of other dating sites, of course, and of course that one dating site that they're on will verify to another dating site and so forth and so on. I mean, it goes on and on like that, okay? But what you don't understand is that most of these are boys. They're not girls that are texting men. And the same thing goes with the women. And they're not guys texting women. They're girls acting like guys. It's weird. But yeah, it happens a lot, and it happens more than you think. And it's getting to the point where you don't know who you're texting. You have no idea. You don't know if it's a boy or a girl or transgender. I mean, I'm not against any of that, but whatever, I mean, the thing is that that's what you're running into, and that's what you're going to find and discover, that you have no clue that these things are being used to legitimize other individuals that are using these websites for nefarious purposes because they're broke. They don't have any money. This is the only way that they're going to make money, is through these apps. And now I'm discovering a lot of these fake profiles are going to these other websites that aren't even dating sites now, like Craps Online and things like that, where these fake profiles are using friend requests within the app to connect with somebody else. It's crazy. The scammers will use any idea. It doesn't matter what idea it is. And they'll use any site to connect with somebody. It's weird. It's happening a lot, more than you think. And these women that are from the United States, they're not contacting anybody because, well, we already know they don't have to. They can go right there on the streets. They don't have to go looking for dates. They can find their own dates right there in the city that they live in. Chatbots, let's talk about that for a minute. A lot of dating sites are using chatbot technology. They're using profiles that are being allowed to be used within the app, but who you're really connecting with is chatbots. They want data, they want information for the website so that they can understand who's dating here and who isn't, and what sort of geographical kinds of data that they're collecting for that particular website, so they can attract more people to that website and an advertisement or whatever. So they want to know what sort of things you like and don't like, so they can get information like that. It's crazy, but it's true what I'm saying. So you're going to find out, if you play this game long enough, that everything I'm telling you is a fact. It's not a joke. It's not something that I'm just coming up with. But that's what you're going to discover. You're going to discover that more and more as you go along. You're going to find out that all of this fake stuff it's interesting stuff. I mean, you don't even know what's going on. You have no idea. And it's getting worse. It's not getting better. The infiltration is really, really happening more and more, and it's getting to the point where people are getting so bold they're not even waiting any longer. But then a couple of texts, they're asking you for money. It's weird. I've never seen this before, where the desperation is so strong that they're willing to dispense with any other chatting, that they'll just ask you for money almost immediately. It's happening more and more now. So what I shared with you right now, I'm going to start breaking down some stuff. I'll be getting a computer real soon, and I will show you some stuff that I have discovered through putting stuff together on my creator page, so that you can see some of the stuff that I have run into, the photographs. Maybe you've run into these people. It might be interesting for you to see where to go. Pim Eyes. Remember that? Pim Eyes. P-I-M Eyes. Like, your eyes. And use that as your verification for photographs, because they're going to tell you a lot of stuff. Now, you may not get all the details without paying for it, but you're going to know that there's multiple websites for that photograph, and that's kind of suspicious right there. You should know that as a red flag. And just remember what I've been saying to you. Be careful who you try to contact, because that's important. Okay? And some of the websites that I want to go through, like the free ones, those are the ones that I wanted to expose big time for you. And until next time.